Hi, I'm Sue Boo bringing crafting to you. Today I'm going to use up some of my last year's DSP and some last year's foil, and I'm going to do an inside pop card. Well, that's what I'm calling it. So I'm going to start off with a piece of Pretty Peacock that is 1 inch wide by 10 1/8. Now I'm going to score it at 5 and 1/16. So I'm going to score that at 5 and 1/16. Now this is going to be difficult, so I'm just going to fold it back on itself because it's such a small measurement. So I'm going to fold back on itself and crease that. So I'm going to fold it back on itself and crease it, and then do the same again on the other side. Fold it back on itself and crease it, and that will be for the pop inside. Then I am going to use a black card base. So let me just take my pieces out, and this is your standard A4 length with 4 1/8 at the top, scored at 5 7/8 in the middle. So just crease that down and make sure you've got the right way opening, and then I'm going to layer. So the first piece I've just there we go. Now this is a way you can save some of your foil. I wanted to cut one more of these, which I'll tell you about later, so I cut in with my trimmer as I didn't want this to go through my die cutting machine. I just wanted to use my small one, so I just cut. Now it doesn't matter that I've cut too much into there because that's going to be completely covered up. So this is the Pretty Peacock foil that I got in clearance a while back, so I'm just going to start to use it up, because don't hoard things that you get, just use them up. So I'm beginning to use all the things up that I have in stock. So I am just going to make sure it's got a tiny increment all the way round. Now I've just noted that I forgot, if you get that cut edge that just leaves it a little bit up, just go over the edge like that, and that will straighten down, flatten down your edge. I should have done it before I put that on, but never mind. So that is the same measurement as the others. So that is 4 inches by 5 6/8. So you want 3 of these because you want 1 for the outside and 2 going inside, but I'm concentrating on the outside to start with. So I've decided to give a bigger border than I normally do because I want the beautiful foil to shine through. So this piece is 3 3/8 by 5 1/8. So we're going to stick that on. So covering up this lovely gold foil in there, which I hate doing. I hate covering foil up, but I'm going to cover that up. You could, this is black and white, and of course really you could go over this in any colour to make it work for your design in different colours. So that would be something you could do. Now I've already, to save time, cut out, now this is from Tasteful Touches, one of the beautiful die cuts that you can make with that. So I don't know whether you can see, but it gives the double edge border all the way around. It really pretty. So I'm going to pop that upon some foam tape or dimensionals, whichever you have. So I've just got some foam tapes. These, what I use from the range, I think I get them from, they're just £1 for quite a few, and you get some tape as well. So it's one way I can save a bit of money to be able to buy more expensive things. So I'm going to put this in the middle. So this is to Amazing Grandson, happy birthday. So we're going to pop that in the middle. There we go. And then we're going to open it up. And I haven't taken any foil out of these. I'm just going to stick these on. So these were the same as the front, which I think that was 4 inches by 4 inches by 5 6/8. So again, that's 2 pieces the same. I'll stick one at either side. So pop that there. Okay, as I say, I've made these smaller. Now I'm not going to have the B-side showing. I'm going to have the like the honey. So I'm just going to go over these because I cut them all the same way, and so I don't know whether you can see that like burr mark there. So I'm just rubbing my bone folder over the top of that, and that just a bit more there, and that gets rid of that nasty edge. So I'll just do the same on both pieces of DSP. I'm just getting rid of those rough edges. There we go. So I'm going to use these and stick these both in the centre there. And these measure exactly the same, I think, as the front one. So that was 3 3/8 by 5 1/8. So I think that was exactly the same as the front one. We're gonna just do that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Just got a bit of sticky glue, just want to get rid of that before I stick that on. Don't want it to make a lump. There we go. And then pop that in the middle. There we go. And the same with this. So this was the same measurement. I'll be glad when the lighter days come. I keep having to put my light on to film. I think I've probably got shadows. Winter light. Roll on spring and summer, eh? Okay, so now, so this was the Pretty Peacock foil, and I'm just going to put this on now. So this will pop out like that, and it will come like that. So I'm just going to glue this on the end. So you just want to glue this on the end there, and then just make sure that you have got the fold level with that fold, and just gently press down. Make sure you've got that straight. Okay, and got wiggle room because we've got liquid glue. So just gonna put that on there. Gonna do the same again, press it down, make sure that that is there, and then when we come up, that will come like that. Okay, now as I say, there's some beautiful labels with Tasteful Touches. So again, this is another one. You can have it that way or that way. I quite often do it this way and put it in a what's it called, a folder, embossing folder, that's it, and emboss these, but today I just wanted it plain. Now I'm going to put this in the middle, so I'm going to make sure I only do down the middle for putting the glue in, so that's on the middle, and then I'm just going to make sure, I'll show you in a minute, that that seemed to have gone up a little bit. Just check that. There. Make sure, so I'll show you in a minute on the camera so that you know what I'm doing. So what I've done is I'm making sure there's an equal increment there, and what you probably can't see very well is my fold is just there. So I'm making sure there's an equal increment there, and then top and bottom, so that's putting it in the centre. So I have 4 of these to glue on. So I'm going to glue the end 2 ones on first. So again, we only want to be putting glue down the centre of these and in the middle. So we're going to make sure that that's in the middle, top and bottom, and left and right. Okay, so there we go. So that will be coming like that. Twisted that as I did that, so just straighten it up. Okay, so I've got a few things to put on. So I've got 2 more for here, but I'm going to put those 2 on last, giving this time to dry. So but what I've got is I've got the bear from A Little Wild. So I'm using some older sets. You can often get these on eBay. So if you're unhappy that I've used an old set, you could perhaps look that up on eBay. These were lovely dies that came where you could make front and back. So you can make tags out of these. So I have actually now cut the dies in half so I can just print one side for doing what I do, which doesn't spoil it because you can still put them together and it will still work with those. That's what die set I've used for some of these. So I've got the honey bear out of there. I've got the little beehive, and I've got some bees. So there's just some bees around somewhere. So I've got 3 little bees. I did have them in the packet, one's left in. So I've put everything ready today. So I've got 3 little bees to fly about. And I've got the elephant as well. So I'm going to have the bear and elephant on both sides. So basic grey I've used for the elephant, and Sahara sand I've used for the bear. And then I've used my heart punch to punch out from the Bonanza Buddy. I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. So that's going to go in the middle there. So we're going to glue these on. So I'm going to glue my elephant on at the back. So just put some glue on there and put him in the middle. There we go. And then my honey bear with my bee on, I'm going to put at the front there. And then I'm going to glue these on before I pop this on. So I'm just going to get my honey pot, put him in the middle there, and then I'll have my bees. Just put a little bit of glue on my bee. His wings are up like that, so I'm going to kind of add them flying all around. So the bees come, the stamp comes with stamping a set of 3 and it cuts out 3, but when you've finished cutting them out, die cut them out, they are all individual, so you can do them in lots of 3s. So there we go. So having those flying around like that, so just pop that to one side, and then I've got the heart, so I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay, and just while they're drying a little minute, I thought I'd cut out some little flowers for the bottom. So I'm going to do the little flowers going on the bottom. So just going to put them going along the bottom. Whoops. There we go. And I'm just going to have to put this on now so that I can see where I can put my flowers. So again, I'm just putting it in the middle, making sure that it goes in the middle of those 2, and just tap down now because that's can take it now. So pop that there, and then I'll put this other one on as well, so just in the middle. So again, putting that in the middle. There we go. Now I can see where I can pop my flowers. So I'm going to put one right at the end, so that matches that one there. I can get one in the middle there. I'll put one towards the bottom and put one in the middle there towards the bottom. Now these come, let's see, they will come away from the edge, so I don't know whether I want to pop one there. I might do that instead. So I'm going to cut off the bottom so my flower sits lower down. So let's see, yeah, so I'm going to round it off at the very bottom like that. So I'm just cutting the stalk off like that. I'm going to pop him in the middle of those 2. So sitting right at the bottom in the middle of those 2. There we go. And do the same on the other side. So I'm just purely rounding that. There we go, like that. And at the other side I'm going to tuck him underneath like that. Okay, show it straight. And whether I want to leave it at that, see whether I want to leave it like that or put another one. I think I am going to. I'm going to put another one. I'm going to make these small again, so I'm going to round that off. Just pop a little bit on the end and pop it about there. So I'm wanting to be an even sort of gap. There we go. So sort of even there and there. And then I'll take that round this one and do the same at the other side. Just pop that there roughly. There we go. So now I've got the flowers at the bottom. So I think that looks pretty. And then I can put some flowers on the front now. So I can stick my flowers going out of my grandson. So stick the flowers on the front. So that's just going to come out of there. Make another one. It's not going to stick down, so just pop a bit more glue on there. Sit better. There, and just going to have one at the bottom. Now I just covered these in Daffodil Delight, and don't know whether you can see it, but in the middle I've got a little bit of sparkle. It's very hard to see, but that is Light Wink of Stella, but it's a white, so it's called Glow White. So that's my card finished for today, and I will put a white piece of card on, and I'll put some more flowers with a greeting on the back, and that's where I'll write. So but that's it. I hope you like the card for today. So to amazing grandson, and then that pops up inside, I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. So hope you like that. Thank you very much for popping by, and I'll be back with more crafting goodies tomorrow. Stay safe, stay well. Now I'm just going to show you before I do go what I was talking about yesterday when I was talking about just under. So when I talk about something just under, let me see if I can get that. So there is the 16th mark of under, but you don't want that. You just want the very little slither under. So it's just you've got your line, you're taking it away just a hair's breadth away from your 2 inches. So that's what I mean by slightly taking it away. That was for the card that had the secret message. I'll just show you that. Thank you very much. As I say, stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back with more crafting goodies tomorrow. Bye.